Reds here at American Family Field with the #1 seed in the National League at stake. If the Brewers win today, they'll wrap that up. It'll also be a franchise record 97th win of the season. The Reds will have to wait for a potential clinching scenario, but they can still make it on their own with a win today and a win tomorrow. Look at the National League playoff picture. The Mets just closed out a combined one-hitter against the Marlins. They're back up by a half game. And while the Reds have the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Mets, if they lose today, they will no longer control their own playoff destiny. As we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Great to be with you. Alex Faust, AJ Przinsky here with you. Another remarkable season for the Brewers, AJ. They win their 3rd straight division title, 4th in the last 5. And for the Reds, scratching and clawing, just trying to stay alive.
Well, it's all about the Reds tonight. The Brewers have locked up a bye in the 1st round. They're probably going to have the #1 record, the best record in the National League, home field throughout the postseason, including the World Series. Here's the thing. Tonight for the Reds, it's all about now. They already know the Mets won. They controlled their own destiny. They have to win today. They have to win tomorrow. If they do that, they're into the postseason for the first time in a while. And can they get some wins in the postseason if they get there? But this is a huge game for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, no doubt. Pitching's been a huge part of the story for Cincinnati this year. They have Andrew Abbott going for them here tonight, an all-star. And, boy, he's been as consistent as you could ask.
Well, he's their best right now. He was an all-star, like you said, and he was great. He was unbelievable in the 1st half before the all-star break. The 2nd half has been a little bit rougher for him, but he still has the 2.8 ERA, 5th in the AL. And this is a guy that if he wants to be the ace, this is the game of his big league life so far. He has to go out and pitch well, give him 5 to 6 innings for a tired bullpen for the Reds.
Meanwhile, Christian Yelich, who's of course the leader for the Milwaukee Brewers, but it's rare in the last year and a half that he's batted leadoff. He's doing that for the 5th straight game here tonight.
Well, he's the leader of the Milwaukee Brewers, not only from a presence standpoint, from his at-bats, the way he goes about it day to day. The young guys flocked him, according to Pat Murphy, their manager. He's going to go down as one of the best Brewers of all time because of his track record of getting them to the postseason. But Christian Yelich is a star. He's won an MVP. He's got to be in the conversation. And, of course, he wants to get to 30 homers before the end of the year.
Well, the Brewers have won 13 straight series against the Reds. If Cincinnati wants to get to the playoffs, they need to slay the dragon and win this series this weekend. First pitch from Milwaukee is coming up next on Fox. Great time of year in baseball. Champagne and beer. Playoff clinchers so far. Dodgers, Padres, Yankees. Tigers clinched earlier today. And Cincinnati joined them. They will need to win today at the very least to keep that conversation alive. At least to have it within their own destiny. Ready for first pitch here in Milwaukee. And Robert Gasser, the lefty, goes to work for the Brewers.
Oh, that's all.
DJ Friedel, the leadoff man for the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati 82-78. They've won 8 of 11 coming into the day. As these pitches fouled back. It's a ball and a strike. Gasser, only one start in the major league level. It's 3 innings, September 21st against the Cardinals. 26 years of age from outside Sacramento, California. He's been on the comeback trail from Tommy John's surgery. He's done some work out of the bullpen in AAA, but all of a sudden with Brandon Woodruff injured, he needs some innings right now to close out this season. Popped up. Left side of the infield. Caleb Turbin comes in from third and makes the catch for the first outs. Let's look at the Reds batting order here today. We saw Friedel in the leadoff spot. MLB Marte has done it in the field as well as at the plate. Miguel Andujar has been great since coming over from the Athletics. But the bottom portion of this Cincinnati order, there's not a lot of meat on the bone there right now. The Reds have struggled to score runs this season. Terry Francona's team, though, still in the hunt. MLB Marte bats here.
When you talked about Gasser, it's only his second start of the year. You mentioned he's got to give him innings. He went 3 innings last time. If you get him 4, that would be great, because more than likely we're going to see Jacob Mizorowski behind him trying to figure out his role. Is Gasser a playoff starter, or is he going to be on the roster possibly in the postseason for the Brewers? This game might not mean as much to the Brewers as it does the Reds, but there are questions that still need to be answered for a team with the best record in baseball.
Bullpen. You're right, it was very much an open question, talking with Pat Murphy earlier today about whether there would be a role for the Miz in the postseason. And perhaps today is an audition to come out of the bullpen and see how he does, because starting recently it hasn't gone all that well. There's a strikeout for Gasser as he fans Marte for the second inning. Let's go to the Brewers defense here, beginning with the rookie Isaac Collins in left field. Blake Perkins in center here tonight. Jackson Churio in right. Durbin, Ortiz, Bryce Terang, Andrew Vaughn, who cemented himself as the everyday first baseman since coming over from the White Sox, and Danny Jansen, backup catcher behind the plate. Giving William Contreras a couple of days off here. He's been battling through stuff all season. Andujar coming over from the Athletics, hitting .362 since joining the Reds.
And this is a guy that needs to be in the lineup for the Reds. He's in here today because of the lefty almost every day, because all he does is hit.
This line drive will be dropped by Collins. He took a step back, it looked like. And it's a 2-out knock. We'll see how the official scoring goes. Yep, we will call it a hit.
Tough play here for Collins. He comes in, he gets a good jump. He looks like he's there, and he just clanks it. Maybe lost it a little bit out of his eyesight, but tough play. Like I said, all Miguel Andujar does is get hits.
Seemingly that's what he's been doing since coming to Cincinnati. Second highest average in the majors behind Bo Bichette since the start of his Reds tenure. First pitch fouled back by Spencer Steer. Reds took game 1 of this series last night. Every game seemingly for Cincinnati, AJ, has just been razor tight in the margins.
They just don't score. That's the thing about the Reds. They don't score enough, and their pitching is really good. So they're in every game. They don't get blown out a lot. They also don't blow anybody out. I heard Terry Francona say, you don't ever get separation. It's always a 1-run, 2-run game, and everyone's on high alert. It's been game 7 for, what do you say, a month or 2 now.
Right.
And that's just the way it is. Their bullpen has done an unbelievable job.
Ball 2 strikes here to Steer. They've been unable to string together a sustained run all season. Cincinnati has spent 177 of 183 days this season within 5 games either way of 500. Remarkable.
Well, that's it. No.
Buyers at the trade deadline, remember. Acquired Keith Ryan Hayes from Pittsburgh. They got Andujar from the Athletics. Zach Littell, starting pitcher from Tampa Bay. Late push here for Terry Francona's club. 2-2 misses upstairs from Gasser. Count runs full. 3-time manager of the year in the American League. Nick Martinez had a great line about this Reds team the other day. You just can't kill us.
That's kind of what Tito says when you talk to him. We don't quit. They play hard. And we're still alive.
This is going to be a 2-out walk to Steer. The ball gets away from Jansen. And it's first and second with 2 outs for Cincinnati.
This is a big at bat here for Sal Stewart early in this game. I know it's only the first inning. You got a couple guys on. Can you get a knock, get ahead? Because when you're the team and you look up, the scoreboard is a big deal. Everyone, oh, I don't look at the scoreboard. They all know that the Mets already won. So can you get on the Brewers early and take some pressure off? Because when you're playing from ahead, it's such an easier game, obviously. But can the Reds get a hit from their young rookie?
Sal Stewart is 21 years of age from Miami, Florida. First round pick for the Reds in 2022. Just his 18th game at the major league level. Pop foul. There's been a wave of young players coming up for Cincinnati. A lot of homegrown talent. And they get it across the finish line here. Two for the lefty Gasser, and he comes home. It's low and in. Change up that bounces away. Already going to be the 20th pitch of this first inning for Gasser. There it is, and it's strike 3 as Stewart goes down swinging. Couple of base runners, but they're both stranded by the Reds, and the Brewers will come back.